Hello, if you see this channeled message, then it is meant for you because there's no zodiac signs, there's no pick a card. This message will find whoever it is supposed to find whenever it is supposed to find you. Now, I already have a channeled message for you. The message is you are going to succeed. Okay? You are going to succeed in your primary life goals because you are not afraid to let your maker make your skin thicker. That's it. You are not afraid of thickening your skin. You are not afraid. You are the person that asks, help me get through this. Help me never do this again. Help me maintain it once I achieve it. Help me make a different choice. Help me get out of this. Help me never make that same decision again. Help me choose the different route if this ever were to show up again. Help me overcome this. Help me never go down that path again. Help me choose a different direction if I were to ever be faced with that path again. You ask those type of questions. You ask the questions that make you stronger because you are not afraid to let your maker make you stronger. It makes you stronger to overcome. It makes you stronger to face. It makes you stronger to choose a different path. Your maker does not take away the problem. It makes you into a person that can face the problem. And even if you fail 100 times, your maker is not ever tired of remaking the skin that you wear. Even if you have 10,000 scars and 10,000 wounds, your maker is never afraid of patching you up, of healing you up, of tweaking this and changing that to help you get through it. Even if you've made the same mistake 100 times, I hope it gives you peace of mind that your maker is not tired of patching you up for 101 time, for 102 times, for 103 times. Let me get you some cards. I'm also getting this right now. One more thing that you have to know is your maker will never judge you. Okay? Will never ever judge you. That's one thing that you gotta know. Will not judge you for failing for the 100th time when you are still asking for help, when you are still asking for change, when you are still asking for the skin that can help you withstand, when you are still asking for the upgrades of the mind and of the emotions that can help you overcome. It's not like you are accepting it. It's not like you are accepting the failure or accepting that that is just who you are. You are constantly asking for an upgrade. You are constantly asking for betterment. You are constantly asking for the emotional body that can withstand the emotional blows. You are constantly asking for the mentality that can overcome the overthinking. You are constantly asking for the mentality that can overcome the anxiety and the depression. You are constantly asking for these things, and as your maker, how can it judge you for that? For asking for the makings of what you need to overcome, of what you need to withstand, from what you need to make the different decision. You have get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. You are a highly sensitive being. And I feel for you, one of the things that have impacted you many of times is your emotions, and in feeling very deeply in situations. You're someone that wants to believe in the beauty of the world and in the beauty of creation and in the beauty of everyone. It took some very tough lessons and some very rude awakenings for you to see that not everyone is the same as you, that not even most people is the same as you. Not everyone has the heart that you have. Not everyone feels as deeply as you do. And in today's day and age, with the communication and the lingo that is spread so widely of, oh, I'm just so sensitive, like I feel this and I feel that and I feel, but do you really? Because you really, it's not lingo for you. This is not a trend. This is not a spirituality or a new age trend for you. This is who you are. This is your truth. This is your truth. You're not just a person dealing with emotions. You are a highly sensitive. You're not just a person dealing with the emotions. You are a highly sensitive. For you, grounding is very important, especially like truly just sitting with your creator, literally just sitting. You don't have to think anything, you don't have to feel anything, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to, there's nothing that you got to do, there's no way that you have to be, there's no message that you have to reply to, there's no email that you have to reply to for those couple minutes, whether it be 5 or 10 or 20 or 2 hours. You just sit with your creator. That's it. You just sit in the presence of the one that created you. That is so grounding for you, because that is the closest thing that you feel to completion, to fulfillment. Because not many people can match you at your depth. But the one that can match you at your depth is the one that created that depth, the one that is capable of creating that depth. That is the one that can sit with you in that deepness. That is the one that can sit with you in that deep waters, wherever you find yourself. So many of times this could have been a heavy thing that weighed on you when you felt emotions so deeply and you reached out for help, and sometimes you even reached out for help to the people who were hurting you so deeply, the people that got you in those deep waters. And I feel like it's only now, when you are truly realizing that the people, if they're capable of putting you in that deep water, they're not always capable of meeting you there. And the deeper that you can feel, the closer that you can be with your creator. Because how deep do you have to go? How in do you have to be to reach the one that created you? It is a gift. It is a blessing. So whenever you're highly sensitive, or you feel overly emotional, or you're classed as this or that or the fourth, know that the deeper you can go, the further you can go in. And the deeper you can go in, the closer that you are to the one that created you. I feel like the only difference is with this grounding, you're becoming a lot more grounded, whereas like you're not projecting it outward. Because there's no meeting it on the out. It's almost like you're reaching, but there's no physical hand that can grab back at that depth, at that level. But if you reach in, there surely is There surely is. There surely is the connection, the meeting of where you are at. You've got warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? I'm also getting something else right now. The deeper that you can feel, the closer that you are to your calling, the louder your calling is. Okay, the more on point you are with your purpose, the more on point you are with the path that you walk, because surely you will feel when you're not aligned. Surely you will feel it in your bones and in your gut and in your system that that path just isn't for you. Because why are you so restless? Because why are you so depressed? Because why are all those feelings that you know that you're not on that path? 1111. But sometimes you also took a lot of battles on that just wasn't yours, and tried to fix a lot of people that weren't yours to fix. You didn't make them. You don't have to fix them. And I feel like that was a hard-hitting one for you, where it's like, as a conscious creator in this universe, you wanted to help, and you wanted to help change people's mentalities and wanted to help change people, but you realize that you're chilling here in a physical body, in a dense 3D reality. And just because you can access that which is within you does not always mean that those that are outside of you can access that same thing. It is within free will. It's within free will. And it takes a lot of guts to be able to do that, and that is why you are a warrior. Because it's not for the weak of heart, it's not for the weak of spirit, walking that path and going that deep. Only a warrior can do that. Because not a warrior in you are fighting other people's demons, and you are trying to help other people overcome their stuff. The journey inward, you're facing your own demons. You're facing your own shadows. You are facing all that you are, the shadow and the light and everything in between. And you go deeper and deeper and deeper until you find your essence. Until you find your essence. And the essence of who you are, that is the part of your maker. That essence, that is a part of your maker. You've got Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. You can teach it, which I feel like you have. You can teach it, you can say what you know, you can tell what you know. But sometimes even if you're speaking to highly intuitives or deeply connected people, sometimes there's an ego involved, and sometimes it can even be like you can truly just explain it from your perspective and from how you understand it and how you feel it and what you have experienced, and you can even still not be met by the depths, but you can know that that person can go almost as deep or even as deep as you, but they're still not meeting you with what you're saying. Sometimes that's an ego at play. Okay? I know more than you. I know more than you, like that. When we're all just teachers, all of us, we all have something to teach. And we all can learn from one another. Because there might be a depth that I have reached that you're trying to know about, but there might be a depth that you have reached that I want to know about. And that even goes for surface level people. There could be a surface that you've never reached. You've always been deeper than that surface that you might want to know about. There's information in there. And within information is power. The more information you have, especially about yourself and about your curiosities, the more you know yourself. And the more you know yourself, the more you have access to your own personal power. You've got yes. Just say yes. Now, from this, I'm getting this. With this sisterhood thing coming up, and with this energy of the 3 people, you have soul tribe members coming in. Okay? There's soul tribe members coming in for you. And I feel like these are deeply connected people. And I feel like it's worthy of mentioning what I talked about earlier. Of even though they can feel almost as deep or even as deep as you, does not mean that they'll always meet you at what you're saying. And don't take it personal. Okay, don't take it personal. It's not personal. There's something to learn and there's something to teach in all of the experiences. So even if you meet some quite enlightened people and they come on your path and they try to tell you that you are wrong, you don't have to believe it. You do not have to believe it. But maybe they still have something to teach. Maybe they still have added knowledge that you can gain from. And if they are unwilling or too closed to gaining some of the very valuable information that you have to offer and teachings that you have to teach, then that's not on you, that's on them. That's not on you. A person like you does not come by every day. You come on a path as a gift. Do you accept the gift? Yes or no? Do you accept the gift of depth? Yes or no? But I feel like some of the people that you are about to meet are willing to accept that. Okay? I'm not saying it's going to be sunshine and rainbows every day and oh my god, love and light, oh, sisterhood, brotherhood, hey, let's go. It's not going to be like that every single day. But there's something to learn and there's something to teach. Okay, so this is your reading. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I'm going to try to get this thing that's flying here out. And that's what I have for you right now. Bye.